Hey, my ladies. Hey. You may be catching the replay if you're hearing this. But what's up, y'all? Hey, everybody. Y'all know we coming with some good tonight. I gotta get my charger. Hold on. Girl, listen. I got on this a really cute shirt and some pajama pants. So don't judge me, okay? Oh, I wish I could charge my phone up, but I can't. What's up, ladies? Let me put it up on my phone so we can get into it. Because y'all know we've been talking about some good stuff here in the group. So tonight, we always talk about business. We always talk about marketing. We always talk about strategy. We always talk about all of these things. But I think, here's my thing. I know as a woman how much I think about home, my husband, my family, my health, my mental health, my physical health, my emotional health. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about my nails. I'm thinking about my wig. I'm just thinking about so much stuff. And then I'm thinking about Conquer. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, well, if I'm thinking that way, I'm wondering if other women thinking that way. Baby, if you're thinking about your man as much as I'm thinking about my man, then baby, we really got to have this live tonight. Baby, we ain't got to talk about no marketing tonight. Baby, if you're thinking about your man half as much as I'm thinking about my man, then you're going to enjoy this live tonight. Because we're about to have some real conversation about what it's like to be a woman entrepreneur and still be present at home. Hey, ladies. Hey, ladies. Y'all already know how we start every call, no matter what. Let's get in these comments, baby. Introduce yourself. Where are you watching? What do you do? What's your name? Is it your first time? Is it your 500th time? Like, what's up? Deb said, child. That's my cue that I've been doing too much. I'm reading the comment like Deb said, no. Ashley said, Deb, preach. Camille said, woo, this is a whole podcast. Ashley said, turn us up. Hey, Courtney, girl, I haven't talked to you in so long, honey. Baby, I'm looking in the comments like Deb Lister said, girl, that's me. Woo! Y'all already know. Y'all already know what it is. Let's get into it. So if you're new, let me know. But like I said, I feel like on a day-to-day basis, there's a lot of things that's swirling in my mind, right? Obviously, the first thing is me as a person, right? Like, am I okay? And sometimes I don't even know if, baby, I can answer that question if we're going to be honest. And then, baby, I got to run a business. Then my man want to stay happy, girl. Then family want their time. Then my friends want their time. Girl. Baby, what would I do with some kids? I would be like, baby, somebody got to go on the back burner. Somebody got to go. Somebody got to go. But I really want to talk about this, and y'all know how we do. Go ahead and introduce yourself down in the comments. Let us know your name, your business, where you live. Go ahead and shout your business out in the comments. But I really want to pose this question, and y'all let me know what y'all think, okay? So we did this last Tuesday. It was very fun. This is more of a like late night girl chat type of thing. So Ashley, I hope you put the kids to bed already for school tomorrow. And you can just curl up and just listen in and let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you see me looking down at my phone, it's because for some reason the comments really just don't pull up on my desktop. Well, yeah, they don't pull up here. So I have to look down at my phone. But I want to ask, like, do you truly think that there's a work-life balance for a woman? Because I feel like when we talk about work-life balance, I feel like for women it's different. I do. I feel like it's different. I feel like with women it's different. Because I feel like for us, and y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Or maybe I could just talk about my experience, right? I feel like as an entrepreneur, as a woman, right, I'm starting my journey to womanhood or whatever, child. I feel like we almost have to pick or prioritize either home or work. Because when I've seen women try to juggle both, have y'all seen women juggle both? Or do y'all see women prioritize home, prioritize work? Because I've seen a lot of variables. I've seen women prioritize work, and like, obviously that turns into amazing opportunities, amazing money, amazing security that you provide for yourself. I've seen women prioritize family, which I think is just as amazing. Your children knowing that you're going to be there, not having the outside stress of whatever. And then I've seen a lot of women attempt to do both. I've seen a lot of women attempt to do both work and home. And my first question is, girl, how do you do that? Let's get in the comments. What's up, Rashana? Shout out to the Conquer Club. We just got off from doing some co-working. I was recording some reels while we weren't on. I recorded 7 reels while we weren't on. So those will be dropping in. One's going to come out Friday. Then some will come out in September. Some will come out in October. So, all right, Rashana, you're up, girl. Hey, my name is Rashana, a.k.a. the Bougie Travel Agent and proud owner of Beautiful Vacations. I specialize in booking group travel for any occasion and offer wholesale pricing, something that others don't offer. I'm full-time as of this year, so make sure to hit me up for all of your traveling needs. Yes, ma'am. Go, Rashana. I love it. With the wholesale pricing. Rashana always shows up. So does Camille. She said, hey, y'all. Hey, my name is Camille from Memphis, Tennessee. I help individuals and families transition from being a tenant to home ownership and homeowners to expand their real estate portfolio. I love it. Yes, my girls want to come club. Don't play around. They don't play around. Y'all know my motto is always introduce yourself to the room. You don't know who's watching, who's looking. Always be practicing telling people who you are and what you do. Okay? So tonight, and I know it's a few of y'all watching, but tonight, again, we talk about strategy. We talk about marketing so much, but I don't know if we talk about real life. And that is me owning a business and having this presence in my home. So my question for you is, do you really think work-life balance exists for women? Or do you think that we have to pick either career or home? Or do you think it's fair, or do you currently do this, or do you expect to do this, to work all day, you have your 9 to 5, and then your 5 to 9 is your family? 9 to 5 is work, and then 5 to 9 is family. And then where do I fit into that? You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's like, and I get it, I see people do it, and I understand that it's necessary, required. But I want to talk about the weight of it all. What does it look like? Because there's a lot of women that's out here juggling that, and it look all sweet. And not to say that we're not extremely blessed, like blessed beyond measure. But I think that it's fair for us to talk about what it looks like behind closed doors, so that other women don't see our wins and assume that I'm not good enough for that because I can't balance all of this. You know what I'm saying? For real. Camille said it's a balancing act for sure. Having a supportive spouse, family and circle, and kids, like, they all need to know what it is, what the goals are. I think that that's true. I think that that's a key thing. You said having a supportive spouse and kids. So what does it look like for our husbands or partners? Because you know some of y'all, and I'm not mad. Husband or partner, what does it look like for your husband or partner to be supportive? And when does, support my dream, right? Like, I'm a woman, I'm grinding, I'm doing my thing. I'm also support my dream. But when is it time for me to say, I'm going to close the laptop, I'm going to go put on something sexy, and I'm going to go make some food for my man, and all that online stuff, I'm not thinking about that. And the next time we go out, I'm not on that because I'm present with my family. but you're also in a season where you're winning and you've unlocked some stuff and you're doing content and the people are coming and you're like, God, I cannot drop this. I cannot miss this. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, how was we doing all that? Rashana said, for a single mom, it's not balanced. You can try, but it's hard when you have to constantly transition. Oh. She said, things come up that are unexpected all the time, and the constant adjustments make it unbalanced. It can probably be worked through with extreme intentional planning if you can stay awake to do it. I think that's another thing, too, and that's something that I made a reel on, is this idea of rest being a part of the equation for our business. I kind of want to, I really reflected on this. And y'all know that this is new for me, right? So I always talk about being a woman. I always talk about confidence. I always talk about entrepreneurship. But this side of this is kind of new for me. I feel comfortable talking about it. I think it's a necessary conversation because we talk about strategy. But if my womanhood is not good, if the way that I feel about myself isn't good, if my home does not feel good, is in a disarray, baby, I think my no business. I'm gonna throw some content up there, and if they want it, they want it, and if they don't, they don't. Cause I'm stressed out, and my man acting up, and my kids got suspended. Like, girl, what you talking about? So, yeah. Hey, ladies that are new, that are popping in. I see a lot of y'all popping in and out. So I really reflected on this, y'all. And I really thought about it. And so I've been a business owner, a true business owner for maybe like 5 years, which is crazy. It'll be 5 years this fall. And I have been married for 10 years, which is a long time. I've been married for 10 years. I've been an entrepreneur for 5 of those years. And my husband is an entrepreneur too. He is a DJ. He is building a production company. So we are busy. We are busy. We have not extended and started our family just yet, even though that's on the agenda. But it's busy with just us. With me having a business and not working full time. So I do my business, I help with his business, and I take care of home. And he works, has his business, and obviously take care of home too. And it's already a lot. It's a lot. You know, and so I've really been thinking about this, and I want to know if I can just be honest about what I feel about work-life balance with women and entrepreneurship. And I hadn't really got into it, you know, tonight yet, but I just want a woman seeing this to feel seen, because me and my husband talk about this a lot. And it's kind of like this three-legged stool of, okay, I got to take care of myself, I got to take care of my family, and then I gotta take care of like money, bills, things, adult stuff. And it's like sometimes if I focus on myself a little too much, like I'm going to the gym, baby, I'm doing my meal prep, looking good, skin looking good, hair looking good, I'm in a good routine, I ain't scrolling, I'm on my thing. And I look up and it's like, dang, I ain't called my friend in like 4 months. Or it's like I'm the family girl. I'm doing all of the things for everybody. Like I'm showing up for people. Like I'm outside. Like I'm doing the things, but I'm slacking in my business. So like all of these people are happy, and I'm happy that I connected with these people. But my true passion, my business, my dream is by the wayside. Or me and my partner are great. Me and my man, we are great. Very happy, very respectful, like very much doing our thing. But I make so much time for that. I don't sit in my office or in my room or in my living room and grind like I'm supposed to. Does this type of balance exist for a woman? Does it? I reflected on this. And I want to share 3 honest thoughts that I have about this. And I want you to let me know what you think in the comments too, because this is so different for every woman. But I'm just sharing my experience. Okay? I have an experience. Every woman here has had a different experience. But I just want you to feel seen and heard when I hear you say, I'm trying to balance it, I'm trying to make sure that I don't neglect my children, I don't neglect my partner, I don't neglect my finances, and I don't neglect my business. Because, y'all, if I'm like, my business, it's for y'all. Like, Conquer is for y'all. I wake up every day to serve. Like, I have literally woken up every day to serve. But it's also for me. And I think I've talked to a lot of women where they be like, I give, or I've given so much in my life that this business, this one is for me. The way that I've invested in it, this is for me. They be like, this one is for me. And how unfair is it, if I'm being honest, that as a woman, I have to, and these are my thoughts, I almost feel like women have to choose between career and work or home. Maybe it's just my middle class brain talking. Let me share with y'all my 3 thoughts that I have. Rashana said, when home life is not right, it's not easy to do business. Just speaking for myself. I 100% agree. Baby, if I'm walking around here, y'all, like, I looked on, hey, Janae, she said a word. Hey, y'all. I was scrolling, I was looking at something earlier, and I saw the, have y'all ever seen the reels or the videos where they, like, clean up, like, I'm not going to say that it's a hoarder home, but it's like a depressed room where you're seeing people do, like, I'm cleaning up my depression room, or clean up my depressed home with me and stuff. And I saw some pictures earlier, and I said, and baby, y'all know me, I'm going to keep it, I'm going to be honest. I said, if people were, y'all know people make comments. It's the internet, right? People gonna say, I've been there before. People gonna say, how could you let that happen? I said, baby, if you've never been in this situation where you were at home just truly unmotivated to do anything, then baby, you are blessed. Okay? Because even on, like, yeah. Camille said, I have to be intentional at the house first because I know how we play team in my house, but I also make it known that when I made it known, she said, I make it known that when I be to get Camille in order. So I know if I have balance, I know what works and I go with that. I've always been an entrepreneur since I've been with my husband 23 years. Y'all been together 23 years, girl. Drop us a marriage tip in the comments, girl, because I need it. She said, so we've had combos and create a system that works for us. I don't really know how to put in words with a busy team. We just do it. When I express I need to do Camille, G is like, okay, do what you gotta do. Shout out to the husbands, baby. Shout out to the men that say, baby, just do what you gotta do. That ought to be in our vows. You're gonna tell me, baby, just do what you need to do. Those are magic words to a wife, baby. That make my you know what I'm talking about. She said, I create appointments for my friends like once a month for coffee or lunch or whatever. That's a good idea. And people will say, that sounds like a bit much. But when you don't have, and y'all, I'm not coming from the perspective of somebody who has this team and this multi-million-dollar company. Baby, it's just me. It's just at home. I'm just in my house. This is just what I do day in, day out. When you don't do that, when family don't do that, when friends don't do that, I don't know if they truly understand the magnitude of the thought power. Baby, before we even start executing the stuff that I got to think of in my brain to even get this business digestible, get the systems, set this stuff up, and then start executing, baby, that's a lot of brain power. That's a lot of brain power. And I'm so guilty of this. I'm going to be the first to tell y'all, I am incredibly guilty of this. When I get in success mode, I go in hermit mode. I do. That's me. I do. And next month, ladies, we're going to be talking about friendships. We're going to be talking about networking. And we're going to be talking about this idea of having a business bestie or business besties. But this month we've been talking about work-life balance. I'm going to tell y'all, I've been grinding for years and I'm bad at this. I'm bad at putting my head down because I'm having all of these amazing things and looking up, and I have not nourished the relationships around me. I am so bad at that. I'm telling you, I'm bad at it, girl. I'm bad at it. And I don't like it. But in this, I don't like it. And in the same breath, because of my work ethic, I am able to do epic, amazing, next level stuff. And I feel guilty about it. I don't feel guilty necessarily because of the success. I feel guilty that I am, and this is me. This is just my experience, right? So you share your experience in the comments, and D, I'm going to read yours, girl. I don't know. I guess maybe sometimes I don't feel guilty, but that's just me. I'm a very focused person. I'm very my personality is very like 0 or 100. Like if I'm doing it, I'm doing it. And if I'm not, I'm not. I'm not a type of girly that can say I got a business and I just kind of 2-day a week it like this. That's not my personality. Even if I said I wanted to do, when I did ballet, I was doing ballet. It's a summer hobby. Like if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go get my leotard. I'm gonna get my tights. I'm gonna go to the school. Like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna work out in between the class. Like I'm gonna do it. That's just me. And I feel some guilt around the amount of sacrifice that I make in the commitments around me for the success of Conquer. I do. I've built it out to where we're doing year 3 of Conquering Cocktails, which is amazing. We're doing year 2 of the Conquer Club, and 2025 is going to be year 3 of the Conquer Club, which is amazing. We're rolling out Conquer Club merch, which is amazing. We got our first sponsor, which is amazing. I'm able to do this day in, day out. Like this is amazing, but I'm going to speak in Atlanta in a couple of weeks. That's amazing. But I've also missed some very important moments. I've missed being there in ways that has tore me up because I was building. Is Conquer worth it? No question. D says, I definitely battle moments of depression, both at home and in my business. I'm still finding the balance. If my home is clean and organized, my business is lacking. Oh, and vice versa. It's never looked like the videos you're talking about, but it definitely builds up. You know what? My husband talks about that. He said, I feel like, baby, when I be at home and me and you good and we did that, like, he said, then I'll be looking at my book and it's like, dang, I gotta get on my grind. He said, then when he's working a lot, it's been times where he's working 5-6 days a week, literally. It's like we look at me, we like, we need to go on a date. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot. For real. Rashonda's agreeing with Camille. She says, get the home front straight. I agree with that. I think that for me, like, and this is just my experience. And this is just this season for this. I think for me, like, my priority is Deb. It's Big Deb. Like, that's my girl. Like, me and her gonna wake up together. We gonna go to bed together. We gonna do business together. Like, Deb is my girl. So, like, I'm gonna take her home. I'm gonna take her to the gym. Me and her gonna get something good to eat. Me and her gonna get a good drink. Me and her gonna sit and cry together. Me and her gonna talk about our plans. Like, Deb is my girl. So that's what I'm gonna take her at first. First and foremost. Above all things, anybody, whatever, right? And then I feel like second is my home. Like, I feel like, if y'all know me in real life, like, I cook. But that's just, and again, I might have to bite my words one day. Who knows? We never know what life got for us. But I'm with y'all where I feel like when home is good, I feel like when, first and foremost, I feel like when I'm good, I have something to give people. Because when I ain't good, I'm snappy, I'm rude, I'm short, I'm cold, I'm distant, leave me alone. But when I'm good, I have something to give. And I feel like my first commitment is to my home. Right? It's to my husband and to my future children. That's my first priority. Period. Family, friends, whatever. And then it's the business. But I'm going to get into my thoughts. But I have some thoughts about that. I have some conflicting thoughts about that. Hey, Glenita. Hey, girl. I'm so happy to see you, girl. Hey, Denisha. Hey, Precious. Precious, congrats on your money, girl. You got the buy some from the store. Send us a few dollars, Precious. See, you got your grant. What's up, Denisha? Precious says, Happy Tuesday. What I missed? We're talking about being a woman business owner and taking care of home. So again, I want to share a couple of thoughts that I have. And this has just been my experience. And I know I say this a lot because this is my pre-motherhood experience. And I say that a lot because a lot of the women that I talk to, shout out to the Conquer Club, shout out to all my girls, a lot of them are mothers. And I am very empathetic. I'm very empathetic to the weight, that invisible weight that's on y'all shoulders. Like, I'm super empathetic to that. I want to share a couple of thoughts that I have around this whole idea of work-life balance. And y'all let me know what y'all think. I got my cup tonight, so we can get into it. Like, do y'all guys want to do tonight? Because we can get into it. All right, cook. So my first point is, and if you're new, let me know down in the comments. If you're catching the replay, let me know down in the comments. She said, thanks, girl. That was restaurant really likes the case chicken wings. Well, save me a 3-piece, honey. Because, baby, they charging god dang on $30 for a 3-piece wing nowadays. Okay, so my first point, ladies, is I don't know if there is true balance. I don't know if there is true balance. And I'm going to explain why I feel that way. I don't want to say that. This is my experience, okay? My business, as slow as it's growing, takes so much effort. And if you have a business, then you about to understand what I'm about to say. It takes so much effort to do the smallest things inside of my business. The thought process, executing it, making sure I can go on YouTube and learn how to do this, download Zapier, make sure I go on YouTube, learn how to do that, connect that. The password don't work, then I got to do it. Baby, this just for one task. This just for one task. And you look up and you be like, girl, I've been doing this for 2 hours. You be like, Lord, let me go in here and make sure these folks got something to eat, because I've been sitting here fooling with this thing for 2 hours. There is so much that goes into building. I'm not going to say it can't be done, but I don't know. And maybe y'all can teach me tonight, okay? I don't know how to be excellent without being focused like that. I don't know. And maybe that's just my experience. Maybe I didn't have the right puzzle pieces or TikTok organizational day. Maybe I don't know. But from my experience, and this is going to sound bad to some people, it don't sound bad to me no more, because I'm going to release my shame over this. I'm going to release my shame. This is me releasing my shame over this, okay? I can't imagine, and I'm going to use the most extreme example, okay? I can't imagine, let's go with a good scenario tonight, girl. Let's say we meet an NBA player. Let's say we meet LeBron. So we ain't going to talk about Savannah Man like that. But let's say we meet LeBron. He's single. Savannah, she ain't gone about her way. You know, no disrespect to you, Savannah. We love you, girl. I listen to the podcast. Let's say you're married to LeBron. Greatest to do it. The best to do it. Baby, you know he finna come with that check. Baby, and I ain't just talking about no regular check. I ain't talking about no 100K check. I ain't talking about no 50-50 check. I ain't talking about no, baby, I'm talking about he coming with that, baby, baby, coming with that check. I want you to think about this. I want us to slow down and think about this. That, and I'm saying it for LeBron just because of familiarity, because I know everybody's gonna know who he is. But that level of greatness, what type of commitment do you think that looks like on a day-to-day basis when it comes to his kids and his family? What do you think that commitment looks like behind the scenes to Savannah that we don't see? What type of sacrifices are made like that to be the best in the world? The best in the NBA. I'm not saying that he shouldn't be ever seeing his kids. I'm saying I don't know about their life. But I can only imagine how many nights she sleep by herself. Not in a bad way. Because that's just what's required for the assignment. I can imagine that when the finals going on, she ain't like, babe, let's find something to watch on Netflix. Baby, we got to play the Celtics tomorrow. Girl, I ain't trying to, baby, you girl, if you don't go in there and watch Jeffrey Dahmer by yourself, I can't do that right now, girl. I got to work out twice a day. I'm in the finals. I don't know if there is balance. Maybe I should finish that statement. I don't know if there is balance if you want to be the best. Let's stay there. I don't know if there's balance if you want to be the best. Seriously. Is it Kiatra? She says true. Yep, she said one where family time is missed. She said one where date night is missed. Nisa said that can actually be twofold. He is the greatest because of his talent, not because he has to work harder than others to be the greatest. That's a really good point, Nisa. And I do think that natural talent plays a big part. Do I think I'm naturally talented? 1,000%. I am called to a microphone. I knew I was going to have a microphone in my hand, baby, before. Baby, when they put that bottle in my hand, I said, bitch, this ain't no mic. This a bottle. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, I need a mic. I deserve a mic in my hand. Natural talent, yes. But Nisi, I also think about what it takes to nurture that type of natural talent. You know what I'm saying? And all of the business that he has. I don't know. I don't follow him and stuff like that, but I'm just thinking about an example that everybody's gonna know. Y'all, I'm starting to sweat on my face. And I ain't got nothing over here to wipe with y'all. None but a pair of jeans, and I'm not finna do that on live because it's so ghetto. I'm trying to have, I'm telling y'all, girl, I am a girl that sweats, okay? Baby, I be getting down. My body be hot, okay? But I'm just thinking about the time that it takes to nurture that, the businesses. And even if we just take an everyday girl, right? An everyday girl, or even if you just look at women like us. I got to work all day. I got a business to run. You want me to look and smell decent, so I got to take a shower and care about myself. I probably got a family I got to take care of. That's a lot. I don't know if there's balance if you want to be the best. It's my experience. She said, you make a good point. I respect it. Yeah. I think that his natural talent does play a good part, Nisi. And you know what I also think about Nisi is, again, I don't follow him closely like that. I'm not a sports girly. But I also think about hearing his story of coming from just him and his mom. And hearing the stories of sacrifice that she made to make sure he was in all of those, what's those teams that the boys go to when they want to, in high school when they want to get ready to go to big schools, the colleges, or whatever, the AAU, whatever it is. She talked about how much sacrifice that she had to make as a single mom. I'm sure this stuff is expensive to be in it, the equipment, the travel, the back and forth and stuff. I just think about greatness, and the second word that comes after that to me is sacrifice. And I think a lot of us may even know successful people in our everyday life. And if we know their story or heard their story, you be like, man, they sacrifice a lot of stuff behind the scenes. Because I do. And baby, I ain't even making as much noise as I want to make, okay? Number 2. So number 1, I don't know if there's balance if I want to be the best. And then number 2, I think we have to prioritize the season. And I think that a lot of us can relate to that. I have to, and this is me telling myself tonight, okay? I have to prioritize the season. When December comes around, y'all know what December mean. Baby, December mean who having some at their house. We gonna do matching PJs. We gonna, like, it's Christmas family holiday time. My business does not close. Even though it would be awesome to close for December, but we ain't that rich yet. Baby, it's just, I'm not finna be grinding 24/7 in December. Because but that's me. But that's my business, right? My business can afford to slow down in December. Because that's not the season for me. If something is going on with Bay, then be on this hamster wheel for my business, that's not the season for me. But when it's the first of the year and all my future clients is on their new year, new me, and they want to invest in some coaching, baby, when I go to the grocery store, I got to make sure I get some fish sticks, some cereal, some Hot Pockets, and some Pop-Tarts. Because, baby, they're finna be on her computer all day, every day, during the week. And I ain't not the season for that. I prioritize the season. I think that there is a season for a lot of things. And I think that my learning in that has been, there have been a lot of seasons where I should have been off, but I was working. And I was working and I should have been off. Like earlier this year, I was working and I should have paused to take some family time. And I didn't. And I regret it so much. Camille says, I just go with my reality. Try to be intentional so I stay sane and go with it. It's more of sacrifice than balance. Trying to create balance and control everything had me hella anxious. Just all over the place and not good for me. I think that that's a good word to use. It's like trying to be intentional. I think it's better than saying, can I balance it all? Because, and I'm married to a business owner. Like, he has to do a lot. He has to work a lot. Especially during the summer. Girl, my husband's a DJ. Y'all was outside this summer. Okay? He was booked Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like for weeks. And he would go to work all day. Eat, shower, change, and we're off. And guess what I was doing? Helping pack up the stuff as much as I missed him. As much as I wanted to lay in bed and watch Netflix. And watch Accident Joe. What is it all? Regular Joe. Have y'all seen that on Netflix, girl? It's so good. But guess what? It was a season for that. It was the season to work. Baby, it's the season to grind. It's summer. Everybody's outside. They need a DJ. It's the season for that. Period. And I feel like with us, it's a season for us to put our heads down and say, it's plenty of stuff to eat in there. Y'all can do it. I'm finna be in here chilling. And there's also a season for me to say, you know what? I gotta prioritize my family. And it sucks that I'm gonna miss this, but I gotta chill. I have struggled with both so much. I truly have. I truly have. I'm learning, but I just feel like, and this is selfish of me. I'm very selfish, y'all. This is very selfish of me. I guess it's because like I see the potential in what I'm building. Not just so the long-term potential, yes, but also some of the short-term potential. Like you ever like look back on your business, like sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough, but then if I look at, okay, it's 2024, if I look at 2023, then I look at 2022, then I look at 2021, I'm like, oh, okay, I've made some moves. You know what I'm saying? You gotta give yourself credit. That was a lot of hard work for me. Like, that was a lot of hard work for me. That was a lot of sacrifice for me. That was, and did I want to do it? Yes. Did somebody put a to my head and make me do it? No. But what it's going to bring to me and my family and my legacy, To me, it's worth it. It just is. To me, it's worth it. Um, and I feel like, unfortunately, when you're going on like this quest for success, unfortunately, I feel like there's gonna be like this path. And if you're a new entrepreneur like me, you're gonna get it. This is gonna sound so bad. But I feel like on your quest to success, unfortunately, there's gonna have to be so much that is shedded, left behind, and pushed aside on the way up. And I'm not some person that's talking about, oh, your haters and friends gonna fall off. Okay, yeah, whatever. Okay, whatever. But what I mean, you're gonna shed a lot. I guess for me, it's like when I do this, I change my perspective on things so much because I get locked in. I'm building something great. That's just me. Maybe I'm Delulu. Maybe I'm Delulu. Okay. Number one, I don't know if there's balance if I want to be the best. Now that's just my experience. Okay? If I want to be the best, I got to lock in. Y'all got to eat some Pop Tarts and oodles and noodles tonight because I got to go live. And it's just what it is. It's this the season for that. Number two, I gotta prioritize the season. If I struggle with this because I have run into so many women who, because I want to say sometimes there's a season to pull away from the business, to be there for family, friends, yourself, whoever. But I also think that sometimes we let people do that a little too much. Like, we there for the family, and like, it's just like, baby, you are helping them out so much that you are drowning. I'm not like that, but I know that when I talk to a lot of women, that's their experience. They are constantly the go-to, constantly the person that people depend on, constantly the people that people ask things from, depend on in so many different ways, mentally, emotionally, financially, physically, for babysitting, for, can you do this? Can you help me with that? Can you emotionally support me this? So, but that's not my experience. My phone lives on do not disturb 24/7. Nobody's getting through. I have no notifications coming through on my phone, ever. I just don't. I have two phones to create a fair, you know what I'm saying? Like, to create space for myself. Maybe I'm Delulu, but maybe that's why I've been consistent. Because I be like, baby, they don't want nothing. I'm not answering my phone. Camille said, no, ma'am, I don't answer the phone. Girl, that's me. And you know what, Camille, sometimes I feel so bad about it. I be like, oh my God, I need to call them back because they tried to call me 6 days ago, 4 days ago, and today, and I ain't answering they call back. But my thing is, for one, I'm locked in. For two, I'm not saying I only answer the phone if you calling about money, calling about business. Girl, please, that is not realistic. But I don't, and I'm not going to say I don't have time for small talk, because I do. Because we still need people. We need love, above money and legacy. But I was gonna be having time. Baby, I was finna say something profound. I have nothing profound to say. Girl, I'm over here working. Like, I will call you next week. I'll be like, girl, are you gonna be at the thing Saturday? Because I'm gonna see you then. Like, I am over here head down, grinding, doing my thing, getting leads, checking emails, in Canva, on Fiverr, trying to get people in the Conquer Club. Like, I am over here building, okay? And it just is what it is. To know me is just, baby, I don't know what to tell you. Baby, I don't know what to tell you. Because, baby, this phone will stay on D&D. I don't know what to tell you. I'm over here building. Number 3, ladies. We are stronger together. This one sounds a little cliche. Sounds a little corny. But I think that having the Conquer Club has really put this into perspective. Not only for me, but for the women that are in our circle. Camille, Ashley, Denisha, you've been inside the Conquer Club. Rashana, Kayla, Donna, Angel, Sierra, Chelsea. You ladies know lives like this are good because I can get on here and express myself, and my goal is to give us a voice, right? It's to give us a voice. But I'm a popular loner, and not in a bad way, like in a great way. That's what I like. I love being a popular loner. It's my thing. Access to people, but not too much. Oh, not too much. And I like my life that way. But I think that there are also a lot of times where I don't realize, I say I'm a popular loner, but I don't realize how much support I have around me. Like, I talk to the Conquer Club every Tuesday night. They keep us together. You know what I'm saying? Like, there have been so many times where I felt alone. And how do I say this, God? Give it to me. How do I say this, God? There have been so many times, thank you. There have been so many times where I feel alone and I convince myself. Let me tell you how crazy I am. There have been so many times where I feel so alone and I will convince myself that because what I'm building is so big and so grand and so awesome that ain't nobody gonna feel me. You know, and I justify how lonely I feel. I will justify my success and journey for how lonely I feel. And I didn't like that for me. Oh, Denisha said I'm coming back. She said I've been preparing to be a wife. Yes, you a wife, okay? Y'all getting married 9/9. Yes, baby, tap the heart, baby, to send them some well wishes. I love that, Denisha. I didn't know that. That's awesome, girl. You ain't got much time. You said September the 9th. That's super soon. Go on, girl. We happy for you, boo. Let me tap the screen for you, honey, girl. I love some good vows and a nice little wedding reception with a little wine too. Yes. I love it. I have justified my loneliness. And a part of me, this is my experience with entrepreneurship is very contradictory. Let me tell you that now. I was talking to I got a new therapist now. Shout out to my new therapist. But my last therapist I had, I was so contradictory with so many things in my life. And she was like, Deb, it's okay. Like, humans are contradictory. Because I feel bad about that loneliness. Oh, she said, we eloping, so it's been a secret. Why I'm over here whispering like they're listening to me? She said eloping, so it's been a secret. Girl, that's the best way to do it. I ain't lying. I would never have a wedding. Girl, I was planning a big wedding and just canceled all of it. I swear to God I did. I just canceled it all. Girl, because once I got into planning, I found myself, I'm going to get back to my point. I found myself doing stuff because of how it's going to look. And I just said, girl, what the am I doing? And I was like, girl, we finna elope down here to the little beach. If y'all want to come, y'all come. Y'all ain't got to. Or the little barbecue, had a reception. Baby, sign them papers. Come on down to death row, okay? If I go back to my point, I think that also in that loneliness is where I have pulled some of my greatest ideas, strength that I didn't know I had, confidence I didn't know I had, ideas I didn't know I had, and execution that I didn't know that I had. Because it was just me. And sometimes it's not bad to be left with your thoughts, your ideas. Sometimes we can get in our head, but sometimes, ladies, y'all know when you sitting down grinding and you get in the mood, you be like, oh, okay. Like, you get that feeling like, I get that creative mode. And I told my husband the other day, I said, I'm feeling creative. I said, so I'm finna go in my office and lock in. I've been sitting here for some hours. I said, I'm feeling that rush of just, bleh. I said, so I'm finna take advantage of it. Because sometimes when I'm alone, I get clarity. Being alone is how I built this. Being alone is how I came up with this content and these ideas and these lives and these videos and this paperwork and this, all of this amazing stuff. So sometimes I don't want to shame that loneliness because I still got my girls every Tuesday night. We're going to talk, we're going to laugh, we're going to cry, we're going to do all of the things. And I need that. But after that, it's just me. And I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. She said, yes, sitting in the quiet place is the best place to find your purpose. Yeah, I don't have, but that's me and my experience. Like me, even with going to the gym, like, I don't tell nobody I go to the gym because I don't want a gym buddy. I don't want nobody saying, oh, well, when you go to the gym, like, let me know. I don't have time for that. And I told y'all, I'm a bit selfish, but I just don't have time for that. Because sometimes I go in first thing in the morning, sometimes I go in the afternoon, sometimes I go in the evening. Sometimes I go for 20 minutes, some minutes, baby, sometimes I'm feeling I go for an hour. Like, I just want to be able to, hey, baby, I get right now. Sometimes I want to be able to just do me. And just do me. I don't want you talking to me on treadmill for 40 minutes because there's not the time for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's sometimes, like this Saturday, I got so much amazing stuff going on. I'm getting my stuff credit for this Saturday. We're doing Conquering Cocktails in Dallas. And I'm ready for it. And next week, it's going to be just me. What are our takeaways from today? I think that the biggest takeaway from today is that, and so I'm going to just talk about me, right? Because I don't want to speak for you. I don't want to speak about you and your life and what you have going on because your experience has been so different from mine. Camille said, that's me. Yeah, that's me, girl. This office, like where I'm sitting right now, baby, this is my magic corner. I have sat in this space and cried, laughed, celebrated, got the best phone calls, worst phone calls, best emails, worst emails. All of those things have happened here. I think that if we can do takeaways, I think the biggest one for me is kind of removing the shame that comes along with missing out. Thank you so much, Denisha. She said this was good, real, raw, true. Thank you. I think we should remove the shame that comes with missing out. And if you're not an entrepreneur, if you're not a big boss, and if you're not doing amazing things, then this isn't for you because you're not going to understand this. But ladies that are doing amazing things, you're going to miss out. And what other people going on, big moments, small moments. But I want us to remove the shame from that. And maybe I'm talking to myself. I'm almost always talking to myself. We got to remove the shame from that. For real. Number 2 is we're gonna go with what Camille said tonight. I'm gonna release the idea of balance. I think I kind of I guess I still struggle with this sometimes. We're gonna release the idea of balance and we're gonna go with being intentional based on our season. Is this the season for me to be intentional with my business? Is this the season for me to be intentional with my home? Is this the season for me to be intentional with moi? For me, this is the season of I gotta be A-okay. I gotta go work out. I gotta go to therapy. I gotta eat right. Like, And I don't like it's I'm sure it's different for you, but I know that this is the season for that because I feel my well running dry, and my well can't run dry. Okay, I am not. I have no desire to be the woman that gives to everybody else and put herself last. That is not my personality. That is not how I live life. That's not how I roll. You know, some women do that, and you know, that's just the way that they give. That's not the way that I give. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Denisha says, I've been in the season of stepping back from business to prepare for my new life, but the dotted line has goals. Yes. Tap the screen if you enjoyed tonight. And if y'all want to start doing this on Tuesday nights, we can. Camille says, even when I explore the city, I go during the day by myself and have a grand time and find so much more about myself deep inside of me. Just want to do me sometime. That is so me, Camille. I am a loner girl, and not a loner girl in a bad way. A loner girl in a way where I truly like Deb. Like, she is funny. She's charismatic. She is smart. She is kind. Like, she can go to the bar and sit there by herself, and she can go to the bar and talk to random white people. Like, it's just like, I love her. Like, so I feel you, Camille. Like, for real. Like, I just want to do me. I just want to do Deb. Like, Deb, what you want to do? You're like, that's my girl. Thank you, Camille. She said, good live. All right, ladies. All right. Well, let's do this next Tuesday. Again, prioritize your season. You know, sometimes Conquer had to take a back seat. I know I preach about consistency, but Conquer has had to take a back seat because I had nothing left. And it just is what it is. What I'm going to give y'all if I ain't got nothing? Right? Sometimes we got to be about that money. We got to be about that money, that shmoney, that moolah. So we ain't in there cooking no pasta from scratch, baby. We throwing some pizza rolls in the air fryer and getting back on the computer. Because what you doing? Okay? This says see you soon. All right, ladies. Good night. Y'all have an amazing week. Shout out to my girls inside the Conquer Club doing all of their amazing things. Camille, Rashana, Ashley, Kayla. It was so good kicking it with y'all tonight. This Saturday, we'll be doing Conquering Cocktails here in Dallas. So all of the ladies that live in Dallas, we're going to be hanging out downtown. We're going to be having cocktails. We're going to be networking. We got a small, cute table. We're going to be wearing all pink. They have gorgeous cocktails. Oh, my God. So you can check Eventbrite for that. And then also in a couple of weeks, I'll be in Atlanta. So September 21st, I'll be in Atlanta at the Ultimate Entrepreneurship Seminar. So I will be on stage in Atlanta September 21st. I know we have a lot of girls from Memphis, a lot of girls from Dallas, and a decent amount of girls from Atlanta. So if you are near Atlanta, come holler at me, girl. Come holler at me because I'm going to be on stage. So I'm really trying to fill my cup and prepare for the Atlanta trip because it's going to be explosive. It's going to be one of the larger audiences that I've spoken to, which I'm excited about. I love speaking. I love being on stage. But I told you they should have gave me a mic instead of a bottle because this is where I belong, and I'm so excited about this. So I'll see y'all in Atlanta. A lot of talk about Memphis. A lot of talk about Memphis. A lot of questions about Memphis. I haven't been to Memphis in a little bit, but I'm trying to come, okay? So good night, ladies. Let's do this again next Tuesday. Maybe we can have some guests. Maybe y'all can come on. Maybe we can just talk, and this could be y'all girl time. But y'all already know the vibes. Make sure y'all wake up tomorrow and conquer